Hi there, my name is Shay Shoboyo, and you're welcome to the UK student visa, guide. So it's a free guide, and it's going to be straight to the point. So I just thought, let me show my face for a few seconds, before I go off. You get okay. So here's me. Bye. All right. So let's go on now. If these are the required documents for masters, so you need your original WAEC or NECO, your international passport, your passport photograph, this degree transcript, degree certificate, personal statement, reference letter. I think every document here is self-explanatory. Okay, so for your degree transcript, some students, they will ask me like, okay, give us your home your office address. My school is requesting for where to send the degree or the university. Okay, so basically we use student copies, you understand, so you find a way to get your degree and then you scan it to us together with all these documents. All right, personal statements. Somebody asked me, it was so funny, she keeps asking me how many months for the personal statement. Okay, no, she said how many months statement, and I'm like, which statement? Then she said later on, she now said personal statement. I'm like, personal statement is something you write. Why do you want to study a particular course? Because you can't tell me you want to go for masters and then you don't have up to 2 courses in mind. So, and then this reference letter can be written by your pastor, by your boss, by your lecturer. Okay, so CV, everybody should have a CV, right? So CS and CAS and proof of funds. So CAS is actually acronym for confirmation of acceptance of studies. I almost goofed. Okay, so what's your CAS is actually the major document that the school issues that qualifies you to come and study in the UK. So actually after sending these first sets of documents to us, all right, we'll process your admission. This is the only thing we need for your admission, okay? And then our service charge is just 50,000 naira actually. So service charge is 50k. So we take 50,000 naira just because some people after the admission, they elope, they are nowhere to be found, and so 50,000 naira is the only money you pay to sports travels and tours. We don't take no other money from you, except of course we help you with a proof of funds, which is a different thing entirely. So this 50,000 naira with your admission and then the visa processing, I mean it, we don't take anything else. So after the payment and the documents, all right, so your admission is ready, and then go for the confirmation of acceptance of studies. I'm sorry. So this CS, before you can get your CAS, you must have you provide a bank statement. That's your proof of funds to show the school that, okay, I'm able to pay the remainder of my school fees, and then I can also afford the yearly living expenses. So this is how it goes. So your tuition deposit is £2,000 from £2,000. Some schools take 4k. In fact, University of East London, they take £7,000 for tuition deposit. So what happens is after your admission, all right, and then let's do it like this. Let's say your tuition, your whole tuition for the 1 year masters is £15,000. So if you apply through sports travels, all right, so we get you automatic scholarship, all right. So let's assume we're able to get you £3,000 off. All right, so out of £15,000, that means you are left with 13. All right, so from £13,000, let's say for Bradford, you can pay £2,000 deposit. Okay, so no, from 15 we can actually get you £4,000, not 3k, 4k pounds, yeah, scholarship. So and then you pay 2,000, so we are left with £11,000 for your masters. Don't forget, please. So £11,000, you make a deposit of 2k pounds, £2,000 here. So after making this deposit, that means you have £11,000 left. I mean £9,000, I'm sorry, left. Okay, so your living expenses for a year, if you are studying in London, it's £1,334 per month. If you are studying outside London, it's £1,023 per month. So I'm going to use outside London. Let's assume you're studying in Bradford, for example. So you have your tuition, the balance of your school fees is 9,000. Out of 15k, we got you a scholarship of 4k, remaining 11k. Out of 11k, you've made 2k pounds deposit, remains 9k. So that's £9,000. And tuition, your living expenses for a year, if it's outside London, comes to £12,276. So once you calculate both together, you have £21,276. So the UK government expects you to have this money in your bank, your personal bank account, for 28 days. So after 28 days, you will now print this bank statement. You will now send it to your school via email and fill for your precast interview. So the school will call you, all right, and then ask you questions about the course of study, and then they will issue you your confirmation, the card. So once the card is issued, that's when you can now apply for the visa. So if you're married, you need to provide at another £680 per month per dependent. All right, so that means if so for each dependent, if you are married, so let's go 680 times 12, £8,160. If you're married with a child, all right, so for 12 months, 16,320. all right. So if you are married, that's one person, and then you have 2 kids, that's 3 people in total. So it's 2,040 per month that you must show. So for 12 months, that's 24,480. Don't worry, don't get scared about all these fees. I'm just telling you, this is what you're expected to show. There is a solution to all this, and then the solution is not for you to cut corners. It's actually for you to be able to get into the UK, work, pay your fees, because without paying your school fees and completing your masters, it might be impossible. Not it might be, it will be impossible for you to get a 2 years post-study work visa. All right, and then don't be tempted to work and be sending money to Nigeria. Okay, pay your fees first, your school fees, and then you'll be fine. So anyways, the visa fees is £475. The IHS is £705 per person, please. All right, so you can, yeah, it depends on the number of your family members. You'll be able to calculate your fees, your proof of funds now. So that money must be in your account for 28 days. You and your family members can apply at once. You can decide to apply alone first and travel. If you are single, fine and good. So moving on. So after your CAS has been issued by the school, so the next thing is to apply for the visa. You need your TB test and the proof of funds, and then your CAS to apply for the visa. So now, before you can put the money in your bank account for the 30 days, print the bank, send to school, get your CAS, and then send the money back to wherever you borrowed the money from. But these days, the money must be in your account till you get your visa. So it's 2 months. So for this proof of funds, all right, everything you need, all right. Now let's assume you need 20 million naira now. Okay, I'm not very good with calculation. 20 million naira. All right, you need 20 million naira for your bank statement. Okay, so that means you are paying 7.5 of it, actually 1.5 million naira. So that is how much you'll be paying for this proof of funds. So what happens is that 20 million naira, we will put it in your bank account. All right, it will be there. You won't have access to it, of course. We'll put lien on the account. So we do it. There are so many companies that does this thing as well. Okay, so it's not compulsory you do it through us. You can do it from anywhere. You can borrow money from people and keep, but make sure it's 2 months after getting your cash. You cannot withdraw the money and send back, or else it will be visa refusal. So that's the solution for the proof of funds. So TV test is around 50 something thousand naira per person. Only kids between 6 and 7, their own is 11k. Yes, kids below that age, below 6, they don't do TB test. Yes, I'm right about that. So that's it. 7.5% of total money you need in your bank account. So, and then your cash, and of course with the other documents that we used to get the admission, that's what we need for the visa application. So for our clients, we do everything online. We attach all our documents, and then you go for your fingerprints. No interview. So don't forget, no interview. And then the last thing here, all right, so there are payment plans in school. You can pay up to 3, even up to 4 times, but make sure you pay. Traveling with family, you can, yes, like I said earlier, you can apply and travel with your family. So I almost forgot, 3rd class. So for 3rd class, you do a bridge course for 6 months. So if you graduated with a 3rd class in Nigeria, so instead of your masters to be 1 year, your masters will be 1 year 6 months together. All right, so you do that bridge course for first 6 months before you do your then 1 year for the master. So it's going to be 1 year 6 months. So for this, the change here is that you're not paying any extra money for the bridge course, don't forget. But the only thing that changes here is that your IHS, yes, your IHS fees, which is £705. So if you are doing that 1 year 6 months, it will now be £920. Yes, so that's it. If you travel, graduated with 3rd class, you can travel, apply with your family, even if you have 100 kids, as long as they are your kids. So our service is admission and visa processing, 50,000 naira only. You might think it's too cheap or something. There's nothing else behind it. In fact, once you pay us, we do your admission. We also help with visa processing. We also prepare you for precast interview. Yes, preparation. So it's our job. All right, we are affiliated to the schools. So the reason why we even charge 50,000 is to weed off unserious clients, so that it's only serious people. You know that you've committed something, your admission is out, and then that means you're truly serious about it. So that'll be all. I think if you have any further question about studying in the UK, feel free to DM us on Instagram or send an email or WhatsApp. So email, my direct email is @sportstravels.com. My direct WhatsApp, it's 09063320762. You get, so you can DM us at Sports Travels on IG. So thank you, and God bless you. Don't give up on your dreams. All right, you have everything you need here. So that's it.